I could have done that before I turned the camera on, couldn't I? Oh, so sorry, finger's not working. Ah! Okay, ignore what I've just said there. I can't keep leaning forward to it. Hi! He says, trying to use the distraction techniques. My name is Paul Murphy. Thank you for logging into this video. This was going to be, I'm going to attempt to read some of one of my comedy books here. It's this one here, which is, because I found this piece of paper the other day, so this is, it's kind of bugged me. I'd use this in another video, and so this is from a newspaper a couple of years ago. But if you look well, you can. I'm actually holding the book the wrong way up, because I'm holding the book the right way up. But this is how the book actually looks, with me upside down on the cover and the writing being the right way up. I just kind of like the idea that if someone's reading it on a train, everyone thinks they're reading the book upside down, you know? Just one of the sequel to it, which I don't actually have to hand here. Do I have to hand here? No, I don't. I've got a bunch of books here. My Bob Dylan spoof. That's a poetry book. Any Beatles fans out there? You know the Ruttles? Well, this is the Fables. This is a spoof of the Beatles solo years, from 1970 to 1980. Right, to the matter at hand. Did I say hello? I think I did. If not, hello. Hello revisited. My name is Paul Murphy. And this is from my, this is a pair of glasses. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I have almost no muscular coordination left at all. Right, let's just get on with it, shall we? Okay, so this is Paul Murphy's Extremely Unlikely History of the World, Part 1. I'm reading it to you, A, because I'd like to read it, because I could do something to cheer myself up. And I haven't read this in 2 years, so I'm hoping it'll make me laugh somewhere down the line. And also, I'd kind of like to promote it because all the royalties go from it. I'm so sorry, I can't even speak without reading. All the royalties go to my wonderful children, Dylan and Emily, when my daughter's 18, so in about 10 years' time. I have 37 books out, so you've got time to save up for more 10 years. Okay, right, I'm going to start with Finland. Finland is a sovereign state in Northern Europe with a population of 5.5 million people and 680,000 dogs, brackets 2016. I'm going to stop myself here. All the facts that are in these books actually are real facts. So I actually did Google to find out. I just chose a year at random, 2016, or the closest one to when I was composing the book. And at that time there were 5.5 million people in Finland and 680,000 dogs. Okay, enough interruptions. So how are you today? Is it cold where you were too? I don't know. See outside, it's freezing here. I won't write, I mean, but it's June the 12th. It's not really, it's December the, what's the date? Hold on a second, my advisor here. It is December the, yeah, he's got no idea. I think it's the 10th of December. Right, it's a Saturday, I can tell you that much. So 1 in 52 chance of picking the right date, or 1 in 365 I suppose, if you're a glass half empty person. Me, I don't even have a glass. Right, where are we to? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Finland. Finland is a sovereign state in Northern Europe with a population of 5.5 million people and 680,000 dogs. Yeah, where have you heard that before? I apologise if I start spasming. I'm not a dancing chicken on a hot wire. It's a muscular problem we won't go into here. Finland. Finland is a sovereign state in Northern Europe. Well, it was when I started reading this paragraph. It's probably been invaded or tectonic plating has drifted off. It's probably in the South Seas now or something. Finland is a sovereign state in Northern Europe with a population of 5.5 million people and 680,000 dogs. 2016. I won't write anything now for a few minutes while you go and get a calculator and work the maths out on that, like I know you're dying to. All finished? Ho ho. 0.1236363636 dogs per person. Brackets, could have saved yourself a walk if you just read a little bit further, couldn't you? Close brackets. The majority of the population of Finland, or about 3, is concentrated in the southern region, mainly because they're all frightened of heights. 88.7% of the population is Finnish and speaks Finnish. 11.2% is non-Finnish and speaks non-Finnish. The remaining 0.1% is Elias Korhonen of Turku, who never says anything. However, being multilingual, he thinks in Finnish 88.7% of the time and non-Finnish 11.2% of the time. I'm so sorry about this. Pardon me. Sorry about that, Slothy. Sorry about that, Dylan, if you're watching this. Years from now. That's things he did. My Slothies. Oh, the other Slothy says hello as well, Dylan. That's a private thing between me and myself. Right, where do we get to? We got to just about there. That's right, do that. Yeah, read it yourselves. I'll just hold the pages up and you can read it yourselves. Go on, you know you want to. I can hear you chuckling already. Keep going. Wouldn't be a right swine if you just got to the punchline. And I did that. Readus interruptus. Very popular amongst Catholics. Yeah. Like a Catholic naughty mag pulling it away at the last minute. I go off message so often. That's why I lost my job at the telegram office. That and the fact that I didn't work there. Finland was in... And now there's an aeroplane going past. Should we wait for it to go past, or should I just keep going with the ambience of air traffic? Finland was inhabited when the last ice age ended, approximately 9000 BCE, and has the utility bill debt to prove it. The earliest post-glacial inhabitants of the present-day area of Finland were seasonal hunter-gatherers, although, as it was just past an ice age, the seasons were all pretty crummy. Shall I do the accents? This is a conversation between Mr. and Mrs. Snork. What's the weather like outside, Snork? Bloody freezing? Ah, I love the summer. And, as it was just past an ice age, hunter-gathering wasn't the best job either. What have you caught today, Snork? A block of ice. Oh, lovely. I'll make a roast, shall I? Don't be sarky. It took me all day to catch it. What, put up a fight, did it? Well, no, but the gatherers I nicked it off of did. Where are they now? Dead. Oh, lovely. I'll make a roast, shall I? Among finds from this period is the net of Antrea, the oldest known fishing net in the world, brackets calibrated carbon dating, circa 8300 BC, receipt dated Monday the 18th, annotated. You read it. Annotated. It's a bit rude, isn't it? Annotated, please leave feedback about our service and you could win up to 100 fish. No cash alternative until cash is invented. Close brackets. I should have done that. I'm really annoyed now because it actually has the brackets there. You'll see. I'm sure you believe me. Oh, Modern Family's just come on the television. They've only just started showing this in England, and I must admit, like most people in England, you kind of watch it for Julie Bowen and stay for the laughs. What was I saying there? Oh yeah, what I should have done was when I do all these things, because the book is filled with the sides, I wish now that at some junctures I'd just written the words open brackets and then at the end of the bits in italic close brackets. Where did we get to? We got to the net of Antrea. The net is made out of willow and it is 27 to 30 metres long by 1.3 to 1.5 metres wide with a 6 centimetre wesh. Wesh with a 6 centimetre mesh. However, early However, early I want to go get a cup of tea or something. However, early fishing expeditions were pretty crummy. What the hell have you spent? What the hell have you spent the last 6 months in the shed making, Snork? It is the oldest known fishing net in the world. How old is it? Well, I don't have calibrated carbon dating, but I'd say about 2 hours. And what are you going to do with it? That's Mrs. Snork. Catch the fish? But we're 4 miles from any water. I've got good bait. How big is the thing? Well, I don't have a unit of measurement yet, but I'd say 27 to 30 meters long by 1.3 to 1.5 meters wide with a 6 centimeter mesh. How did you get those sizes? I used my feet for the length and the width. I saw this woman on the other side of the forest, and it took me 27 to 30 steps to meet her. What did you use to get the 6 centimeters? They don't want to talk about it. Just remember, it's very cold. Right, so you've got a huge fish in the net, but no fish anywhere near. Now, working on the assumption, not that I want to be a downer on your dreams, darling, that the fish won't come to you, how are you going to get to them? By a boat. And do you have a boat? No, that's why I said I'll buy a boat. You should listen more carefully. And where are you going to buy a boat to? I'll go to Honest Schnurk's used boat emporium and Gatherer barbecue resort. He always has the latest models. And how are you going to pay for it? Barter. I'll trade him this huge fishing net. My mother told me not to marry you. By 5300 BC, pottery was present in Finland. The earliest samples belong to the comb ceramic cultures. This is all true, by the way. You can Google any of this. Known for their distinctive decorating patterns, which look like the imprints of a comb. Darling, I've given up hunter-gatherer fishing and embarking on a new career. Oh, fuck me. I mean, great Snork, what is it now? Pottery. Shall I tell you more? I'm hoping not, but I guess you will. It's the way of the future. People will pay a fortune for this stuff. I've invented a new pattern. It's called comb ceramic. What do you think? I think I should listen to my mother. Why is it called comb ceramic? Because of its distinctive decorating patterns, which look like the imprint of a comb. Is it the imprint of a comb? No, it's my pubes. I haven't got a comb. So why call it a comb ceramic? Would you buy a dinner plate called pube ceramic? I see your point. Do your flies up. So who Oh man, so who are you expecting to sell this stuff to? We can start with all our friends, said Snork. We haven't got any. Not since you sold them all fishing boats and told them they'd be knee-deep in fish, thanks to them. And the boats all sank. Yes, leaving them knee-deep in fish, albeit still in the water. I'm a man of my word. Anyway, I gave all of them fishing nets as compensation. Well, all of them except the non-swimmers. They got a short requiem instead. And the nets were hardly, pardon me, compensation, were they? Meaning? The nets all had a 6, which way am I supposed to be looking? So the missus, I think, is... Okay, that way, if I'm looking that way, I'm doing Mrs. Snork, and if I'm looking this way, it means my neck's aching. The nets all had a 6 centimeter mesh, and the fish around here are only 5 centimeters wide. They used it as a play centre, in and out of the gaps all day long. The only fish, the only, The only fish that got caught were the ones that went around so many times. They got dizzy and floated to the surface. This is going to take a long time to get through this. No wonder nobody in the village talks to us anymore. And now, and now you're going to sell them pew plates. I'm ashamed to be seen with you. They're not all pew plates. Look at this design. Don't you think it's rather stunning? What did you use to make the imprint on these? Oh, wait. Don't tell me. It's a 6-centimetre imprint. Need I remind you that it's very cold? From 3200 BC onwards, either immigrants or a strong cultural influence from the south of the Gulf of Finland settled in southwestern Finland. Either way, someone nabbed all the council houses. This new culture was part of the European battle axe cultures, which some have attributed to being named after their mothers-in-law. However, it is mostly attributed to a characteristic grave offering to males, a stone-shaped battle axe. Wrong. Let's go back a bit. I'm sorry, my eyes were all up here. Yeah. Pardon me a second. Still there? Only one of us will ever know, and it won't be me, but I'm assuming you are, because you're nice people. Did I mention there's a great big pile of my books behind there? If you get tired looking at me, you can read the spines. However, where did I get to here? This new culture was a part of the European battle axe cultures, which some have attributed to being named after their mothers-in-law. Shall I do it in a professor kind of voice? Editors admit Taurus. However, it is mostly attributed to a characteristic grave offering to males. He is your father, Luke. Going all Alec Guinness here, aren't I? A stone... however, it is mostly attributed to a characteristic grave... Characteristic grave offering to males. I might do this one word at a time, followed by a pause. And there's the pause. Oh, hey, it was funny. Sorry, it was quick, if not funny. I flipped up the follow-up. However, bear with me, please. However, it is mostly attributed to something really good coming up. I don't know what it is. However, this is not a legally binding contract if you do not find it not good. No money back. However, it is mostly attributed, I forgot what was attributed to it now, let alone anything else, to a characteristic, what on earth? However, I just want to do it now. I will get through this, as I said on the honeymoon. Grit your teeth. You're ahead of me, aren't you? However, it is mostly attributed to a characteristic grave offering to males, a stone and boat-shaped battle axe. The battle axe and comb ceramic cultures eventually emerged between 2300 BC and 1500 BC, although not entirely successful in some instances. Darling, I've solved all of our money problems. You've invented money? No. So I found a way to solve our bartering problems. Okay, let's hear it. Just let me sit down first, in case I'm overcome by the brilliance of your idea. I have combined the battle axe and comb ceramic cultures. I'd say well done, but somehow I feel there's more. I have invented the stone battle axe comb. And it does what precisely? Well, you comb your hair with it. Go on. What do you mean, go on? That's all there is to it. And have you sold one yet? No, it's early days, but I gave one to Snirk as a marketing freebie. How did he get on with it? Not too well. He cleaved his head in with it. So, no repeat order then? Not from him, no, but his wife seemed keen on the one I gave to her. Isn't that her now? being carried past the window on a stretcher? I think it is. I'm not sure people are using it properly. So, Schnook, my darling, what exactly does this thing consist of? Well, it's a stone battle axe that weighs about 5 kilos, attached to a comb. You just run it through your hair. Simple, really. Just as a matter of interest, what do you think happens to the human skull if you whap 5 kilos of sharpened stone onto it? Oh, I expect it would... Could you excuse me a minute? Oh, I can excuse you for a lot more than that. The Iron Age in Finland is considered to last from circa 500 BC until circa 1300 AD, when known official and written records of Finland became... That's all I've done, 2 pages. Sorry about that. I was just sliding down. Soon all you would see is 2 sloths and hear a voice coming up from underneath. I should do it in puppet form, really, shouldn't I? More common due to their longer working cash-in. Where did I get to? I need to go back to the other page now, don't I? The Iron Age in Finland is considered to last from... You weren't paying attention, were you? 500 BC until... Top 5 answers on the board. Top answer was, we don't care. Until 1300 AD, when known official and written records of Finland became more common due to them no longer working cash in hand. Let's not let the tax man know, eh? That was a long sentence. I've hyphenated it all together. As the Finnish Iron Age lasted almost 2 millennia, it is further divided into 6 sub-periods. Pre-Roman period, aka what the frick is this stuff period? 500 BC to 1 BC. Roman period, aka it's called Iron Schnook period, 1 AD to 400 AD. This bit is not going to work reading it out, but it does look good on the page. There you go. Have you got there yet? Where did I get to? Migration period, aka there must be something we can do with it period, 400 AD to 575 AD. What does that say? Merovingian period? These are actual real words, you know. AKA, maybe someone could invent smelting period, 575 AD to 800 AD. Viking Age period, aka, we'll have that, all the better to kill you with period, 800 AD to 1025 AD. Crusade period, aka, look, I've found a way to regulate the amount of carbon in the alloy period, 1033 AD to 1300 AD. Following this latter stage, there was no stopping them. Darling, we're rich! Really? Tell the bank manager, Schnork, I've had to give him a portion twice this month to stop him foreclosing on us. Those days are gone, my beautiful wife. I have found a way to regulate the amount of carbon in this iron stuff. We can make zillions of things with it and sell them for loads of money. Couldn't we just make coins out of the stuff and cut out the middleman? Darling, where's your faith in me? Somewhere back in the Paleolithic with your giant fishing net. Funny you should mention that. The first thing I've sold is a giant fishing net made entirely out of iron. Schnerik bought it this morning. Did he catch anything? Probably. His boat sunk as soon as he set off, and he hasn't come up for air yet. Just how heavy was this net you sold him, by the way? Oh, about 4 tons. Why? Just wondering. What else have you been creating? Well, I thought some iron food utensils would be a good thing. Schnork, that's actually a great idea. What have you made? These, aren't they super? What are they, skis? No, silly, it's a knife and fork. Why are they 6 feet long? They need to be to cut the iron sandwiches. I hate to ask, but iron sandwiches? Yes. I told you, I've made iron food utensils. These are the utensils you need to cut the iron food I've made. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to slice an iron chicken up. Have I ever told you that you're a bloody idiot? I think it's come up a time or two, yes. We need a divorce. I'll start smelting one immediately. Fun fact. Finlandia, Opus 26, is a tone poem by the Finnish composer Jean Sibelius. It was written in 1899 and was composed for the press celebrations of 1899, a covert protest against increasing censorship from the Russian Empire. Oh, God, times have changed a lot, haven't they, in 200 years? And so, in order to avoid Russian censorship and a meeting with some Novichok, Finlandia had to be performed under alternative names. Titles under which the piece masqueraded were numerous. Famous examples include Happy Feelings at the Awakening of a Finnish Spring, and A Scandinavian Choral March, also true. Less famous examples include Let's All Fart Towards Russia, Why Don't Fish Live in Finland, and Don't Buy Anything Off of Snork for God's sake. And that was the Finland. Boy, that was hard to get through. That was the Finland chapter of my book, Paul Murphy's Extremely Unlikely History of the World, part 1. There is a part 2, and there's also a separate United Kingdom one as well. Did Churchill really conduct the D-Day landings from the war room of Downing Street, dressed entirely as a pelican? You need to buy it to find out. Or need to find the video of me reading it. Right, I've been Paul Murphy, me and the two Slothies. Would like to say thank you for your company, and I might try and do another one in a minute. You have been warned.